We are at 5501 North 34th Street. And I'm looking up. You can see that the trim needs to be scraped and painted, as well as around those windows. Down here, the same concept. We're going to need some grading against this house and some cleanup with all these little tiny trees. Some mulch. We have our gas meter. The gutters are bowing a little bit. I say we have to clean it out and fix that, like push it back in, straighten it out, extend the downspouts. That's a thorn bush. I would highly recommend getting rid of that. The fence is not ours, so we don't have to worry about it, but the tree is leaning against that fence. We're going to check out the back in a second. That side of the house looks fine. And then I'm going to stand on this corner, and I'm going to show you the neighborhood as we go around as well. Looks like a park is right beside us. So we're near the corner of Sheridan and 34th. And we have some kids down the road, so it looks like it's a pretty nice neighborhood, a family-oriented neighborhood. The sidewalk coming up looks fine. The bricks look fine. It's a little loose. We could probably repair it a little bit, but that should be good. And let's go around this to the side of the house. What's that? Yeah, that, because it covers that the steps. I'm going to take a front view and see if that works. I think that we might keep that and just paint it if it seems like it would be useful. Exactly. We have some damage on the soffit and fascia, so we're going to have to get that repaired. It looks like all it is just some crown molding that's at an angle, so we just need to replace that. But if you look across this, it looks like that the soffit is actually, there's a hole in there. That's a gutter from this angle, so that's a gutter, so that's rust spot. So we're going to have to repair that gutter, clean it out. There's two windows we're going to have to scrape and paint. Doesn't look like that they have storms on them, so maybe replace them maybe. Scrape and paint, clean this one up, scrape and paint. Looks like that's what we're just looking at for all of these windows. Because of this hill, we don't need to do any grading. Maybe just raking, cleaning it up, making this downspout just a little bit further down.
Would you do anything with these wires?
Absolutely. We'll just clean up these wires because it looks like it's just all sporadic. We'll just tighten them up and make them clean, a little bit nicer. They look like these look like they're cable wires. Yeah. And so we just need to clean up the cable wires so this is not just falling down. Our retaining wall is bowing out. What we're looking at is that the unfortunate thing is that this will have to be repaired because this is considered a violation. The steps are going to be considered a violation also. You can see it. I'm not sure if you can. I'm going to show you at an angle in a second. It sits upright, and it starts bowing back and starts going into the upper sidewalk. So this is actually really bad. And it's cracking. So yeah, this is pretty bad. So this sidewalk will definitely need to be replaced or repaired, basically taken out and redone. You've got fencing back here that's going to have to be redone. They have this retaining wall that's bowing out that would need to be pushed back or taken out. But you think so? So just tear all this out? Let's see this back end. We'll go to the garage also. These doors look good. They look a little worn down. This siding is considered asbestos siding. What we'll probably have to do is cover it with normal siding, so some vinyl siding. You could leave it, but you could tell it's in bad shape. It's just falling apart. So this garage would definitely have to be sided. We have some holes or like some dents in the actual door. If the doors work, and if this is a rental, then I would say we could leave the doors. Our roof, we have probably about 1, 2, 3. We have 4 layers of roofing. This roof would definitely have to be replaced, torn out and replaced. There's some bowing that's happening. Let's go inside and see what's happening There's some bowing that's happening. Let's see if we could see the trusses up there. I'm gonna try to adjust my eyes. They're using 2x4s for trusses. Those are very small. You will have future problems with it. Doesn't look like there's any really severe issues. There's some bowing. We could probably sister that in this area right here. You can't really see that angle. I'll check out the other side of the garage, see how that roof, that side works. But here with the actual concrete, everything looks good.
So we probably use an extension cord for this.
Yeah, an extension cord for the opener. Now we have only one opener. The other one does not have an opener. So if you wanted both doors to have openers, we would have to add that. This door sits up a little bit higher. It probably has to be readjusted. So both doors could possibly come up and they could just be manual. Concrete looks fine in here. The garage looks straight. I mean, it looks like it's in good shape. You have a little bit of bowing on your trusses on one side. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. You got some clean out. What's that?
There's no side door. That's it right there.
Oh, there's no service door. We would definitely have to add a service door to this garage as well. The trusses are fine on this side. It would just have to be torn off and replaced. The roof is fine. You don't have to tear it off just yet. If you wanted to wait for a couple years, you know, a handful of years, you could. So as a rental, everything, you know, it's like there's a bowing. I don't know if you can see it, but there's bowing here that bows. So we could probably just sister that or just leave it. Don't deal with that. It doesn't look like it's a bad issue. But the siding definitely needs to be dealt with. And putting a service door on here would definitely need to be dealt with. The doors look like they would be fine for now. You wouldn't even, you know, they're manual. You just scrape and paint, and the garage could be useful. I mean, it could be done. It's not that big.
At least 3 layers.
Yeah, we have 4 layers.
4.
Yeah. This is damaged, obviously. This would totally have to be taken out. Unfortunately, because it's in concrete and it was totally torn out of the concrete, then we're going to have to, you can't replace that. You're going to have to drill another one into the concrete. We could probably cleat it beside there, so we could actually put a 4x4 to the side or near it, cleat it down to the ground, and we could use this concrete. So we don't have to actually put it in a footing if we cleat it. So that could be repaired. This deck is in great shape. Nothing's wrong with this deck. It's just that retaining wall. We could talk to the guys and see what they can do, but the unfortunate thing is that there's not much choice. We have a gate that we need to repair here.
And this post is messed up.
Looks like it's pulling away also. So this retaining wall is again pulling away. So this could be all torn out, or it could possibly be repaired. This is our sidewalk here. It just needs to be touched up because this is a tripping hazard. Let's see. Let's check out the back of this house. This awning could be taken out because it's really not needed here. This is tile. They're using tile outside. So this is all tile. It's going to keep cracking and chipping because it's not supposed to be outside. So we could remove this entire piece, grade.
It's not obviously slipping out.
Yeah, as I say, it looks fine, but this is tile, so it's up to you if you just want to pour something over it, just to smooth it out, to seal it, or if you wanted to obviously tear it out, and then we could grade away, mulch. But definitely something needs to happen with it because it will just keep getting worse. We have two gas meters. Interesting. And I don't see electric service anywhere yet. So we'll see if it's on the side, if we just missed it. That's basically it for the back. Let's go back to the front. But I think your worst problems are your steps here and your retaining wall. And the retaining wall is not going to be an easy one.
I think it's just cosmetic. I mean, it's not retaining anything.
Well, the violation, because it's leaning away, we
Right.
could probably,
But I
that
think
could,
you
we
just
could get in
rip it
trouble.
off. Unless-
And just put it,
Cover
just,
it.
yeah, we could probably just take this retaining wall out, and we could probably just put some sort of skirt at the bottom.
Yeah, like lattice. service or something.
That could be possible, just to simplify that. I don't see why we wouldn't. We need a gate
These
back
are
here.
2x4 posts, isn't it? Oh, there's the 4x4.
Yeah, or on the outsides. There'd be a gate here that we would need. I still don't see the electric service, so hopefully it's downstairs in the basement. Okay, we'll see you inside.